Hey guys, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a little game from Steve Jackson Games called Cthulhu Dice. So Cthulhu Dice is a little dice rolling game from Steve Jackson Games where you're rolling a die to try to collect sanity from other players or from Cthulhu. You're trying to be the person who is sane at the end of the round, the last person who is sane at the end of the round to win, or if everyone goes mad, Cthulhu wins. And that's essentially the entire game. So let's go down to the table and check it out. So here is Cthulhu Dice. It doesn't have a ton of components, so let's go over that real quick. It has this die with a bunch of different faces. There's Cthulhu, a tentacle, a yellow sign, a little eye, and I think that's it. So yeah, that's the die. And it also comes with these little gems, which are your sanity tokens. And that's it. And it has a little one-page rule book. Alright, so the way the Elder Sign or Cthulhu die works is there'll be a player. So we'll say this player is going to roll and they're going to attack this player. So they roll the die. Then they do what the die says. So in this case, they rolled a tentacle. So the spellcaster, who is here, gets to take one sanity from the victim, unless they're mad, which nobody's mad yet. So they'll take this sanity, and it becomes over here. Then this player is on defense, or they get a roll back. So then they'll roll the die, and they get the tentacle. So they get to take one sanity from the person who stole it. So they just kind of pass the sanity back and forth. Then it'll be this player's turn. He's going to pick that guy, so he'll roll the die as well. Ooh, and he gets the eye. So he can choose anything that he wants. Let's see. He's going to take the yellow sign, which would be this. And that's going to let him take one of the sanities from one person and give it to Cthulhu. So for this run through, we'll put Cthulhu sanity in the middle. So now this player only has 2. Everybody has 3. So now they get to roll back. And they have the Elder Sign, which means, ooh, they get to take their sanity back from Cthulhu. So it comes back to Cthulhu, back to them. You're going to keep doing this until one player is the only player with sanity left at the end of a round, or if no one has sanity and everyone's mad, Cthulhu wins. Now, if you go mad, what that means is if you roll a result where you would take, you can still attack, but you don't get to be on defense. So what happens is, if you roll a die that would steal sanity from someone, instead of it coming to you, it would go to Cthulhu. The only way you can become sane again is if Cthulhu had some sanity, you could take it from him, and then you would become sane again. And again, if everybody goes mad, all the players lose, Cthulhu wins. If one person is the only player left with sanity, then they're the winner. So that is Cthulhu Dice. Let's go to the top and see what we think about it. So that was Cthulhu Dice. I gotta say, I don't necessarily love this game, mostly because there's no decision to be made. You're gonna roll the die, and whatever face happens on the die is what you do. The only decision that you possibly can make is if you roll the eye, but even then, you're just trying to steal sanity from another player or Cthulhu. And I'm also not a fan of when you attack someone, they get to defend themselves. That seems a little weird. I feel like they could just attack you then on their turn and just go that way, but yeah, anyway, that's beside the point. The only thing I could really see this game being used for, it would be like maybe a tiebreaker in a game. So if 2 players are tied and the rule book says, you know, share the victory and you don't want to do that, you could bust this game out between the 2 of them, play a quick little game, and then whoever wins that game would be the winner of the other game. I mean, I could see that kind of being a cool little, instead of just, you know, flipping a coin or something to see who wins, you actually play a little game to see who wins. So yeah, I mean, I don't love it. There are probably people who will like it because it's simple and you just roll some dice and you can hang out with some buddies and have a good time, but it's not for me. But if you watch this review and it does seem like something that you're into, there'll be a link to Steve Jackson Games in the video description. You can go there and you can see where you can buy it and pick it up. So yeah, that's Cthulhu Dice. Talk to you later.